you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? What are you talking about? Huh?
What did you make of his comments though? The Mexican thing, I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know?
Yo, what's up, fellas? You know who it is, your boy Frank Bay in the building. I'm going to do a little quick boxing talk, catch up on the news and notes from around boxing. This is Teofimo Fight Week, so we're going to get right to it, man. So Teofimo is fighting Jermaine Ortiz, who is a best well known for fighting Vasily Lomachenko, and losing I wasn't really say a controversial decision, but some people say that Fat Feet Tim Tszyu. Nah, he's a real one, man. But we're gonna talk about Teofimo Fight Week for a little bit right here to kick off the show. So because that's the news of the day. So yeah, man, Teo's back. You know, he had a fake retirement. He was going on about how he was retired after the Josh Taylor win, and he came back and said it was fake news. Teo is the ultimate capper, man. Cap City for Teofimo Lopez, and the dude's super cringy. And if you watch his ESPN interviews, it's pretty cringeworthy. I don't know, man. The guy just seems kind of not, how would you say, savvy. I mean, he's funny. It's like he's trying to be comical. He's trying to be funny, but it's not really funny, you know. So we got Zay Kang. I don't know. He's a troll. I don't think he is. I don't know. The picture is kind of trollish. He better be training hard for Ortiz. Yeah. So this is not a walk in the park. I mean, this is a legit fight. Tail of the tape. Ortiz he's a big guy. Pause. He has the dimensions, the length. Not extremely athletic. Teo should beat him easily, but we've seen Ortiz give Lomachenko a very tough fight. So, he could possibly give Teofimo a tough fight if he's not ready. So Ortiz is a bum? No, Ortiz is not a bum. He's a contender. I guess that's what you would call him. He's a contender. He earned his shot. I mean, this is a shot at the title. He's been out for a while, maybe a year. Well, he hasn't fought since the Lomachenko fight, I believe. So, he had to pull out. He had missed weight at 135. He says it was a back injury, or was it a jaw? I believe it was a back injury. So, that's Teofimo's next challenge, man. And he has to salute Pounds, a real one, back in the building. Thank you guys for joining. Man, it's Teofimo Fight Week, Super Bowl weekend. It is on a Thursday on ESPN Plus. So, you should tune in. Nobody gave Teofimo a chance versus Josh Taylor. Everybody was pointing to the situation where he was, they said he lost to Sandor Moore and he got knocked down. He was asking, do I have it? This, that, and the third. And, people were just bashing him constantly, saying that he wasn't the same fighter. He wasn't it anymore. And, I got to say, man, you were wrong. Everybody was wrong. I picked Teofimo, but even I had questions. I didn't think he could do it. He could pull it off. And then he beats Josh Taylor. And Teofimo, to me, should be arguably undisputed. But as we know, Josh Taylor dropped the belts for political reasons. what have you, what not. That's why he dropped it. But Teofimo is the lineal champion. He beat the man, Josh Taylor, who beat Jose Ramirez and was undisputed. And but people feel that Josh Taylor was washed. He lost to Jack Catterall. But I mean, who is Catterall? Where's that guy coming from? Yeah, Pounds. Teo needs a big breakthrough venue fight. You know what, man? I mean, Oscar was talking about, setting up for this weekend was supposed to be Teofimo and Ryan Garcia. That Oscar was talking that talk, that's what he wanted. I'm not high on Catterall at all, and for Taylor to, in my opinion, clearly got beat by him. I'm not high on Catterall, but Taylor got the nod. He was the champ. He proved himself in the Super 6 tournament. He actually beat Regis Prograis, so he was the man. And Teo beat the man. Teo beat the man who beat the man. We go by lineal. In boxing, one way to keep track of who the real champion is when you have 4 champions is to, go by lineal status. And they look at the Ring magazine as the lineal champ or whatever belt you follow from that. So, Teo is the man at 140. And at 140, you have the other contenders. You have Subriel Matias, who everybody is calling the killer, who people feel is the man at 140. And he actually did kill a guy. You have the other champion, Teofimo versus Devin Haney. Teofimo, Teo versus Devin is the fight. You know what? No, I think I hear what you're saying. That's the commercial fight. But the man, in most people's opinion, is Subriel Matias. Now, Matias, Teo had sent an offer to Matias. I mean, you know what? All these things are always hearsay. You never know who's telling the truth. But apparently, Teofimo, top-ranked boxer, sent Matias an injury, and he declined. It would have been for this week. Would have been a mega fight. Not really a mega fight because Matias is not well known. I mean, Jermaine Ortiz is arguably more well known than Subriel Matias. But those are the champions: Matias, Davina Hanke, and then you have Rolly Romero. To call that guy a champion, and he's very likely to lose his belt against Pitbull Isaac Cruz. Matias I think Matias just starches Gary Russell, and that guy's disappeared. And he's strong, but he's just way too wild. I think nobody right now beats Subriel Matias. I mean, for the argument could be made, Teofimo has athleticism. Davina Hanke has the most skills. But, I mean, say what you want, but Teofimo, according to boxing legend and lore, is the champion. He's the man. And if you want to be considered the true champion at 140 pounds, you would actually have to drop, go through Teofimo, So Teofimo is the man. Jermaine Ortiz is getting a shot. I think it'll be a decent competitive fight. It's not the mega fight we wanted, between Teofimo or, Stank Davis or Devin Haney. But who there is a guy who's chasing Teofimo, and I wanted to drop this for you guys. See what you guys think.
Right here. What do you guys say now? What do you guys say now? What do you say now? Hey, what do you say now? What do you say now? What do you say now?
Barbosa, ahí está. Take on the fire, no.
That's what you wanted.
Qué pedo.
There's a guy who's chasing Teofimo, Arnold Barbosa. He's been chasing Teofimo. He was with Top Rank, and apparently Teofimo turned the fight down. Matias, is about to be 32 in March, so he got to get to it. Yeah, he's been with the PBC. You know, here's the reality. He's not really known. You know, he's not really a name. And he's with the PBC. Look, Teofimo offered him the fight, and he didn't want to fight. It is what it is, man. You know, Oscar was trying to make Teofimo versus Ryan Garcia for this weekend, and that fight fell through. So, you know, that's boxing, man. That's the sport of boxing. We get all these names, and these guys kind of, you know, they circle around each other. Then you get all their fanboys arguing. You know, they say Davina Hankey's the best, Teo's the best. Then you got Ryan and Stank Davis, and you know, none of these guys fight. One thing I will say about Teofimo is that you know, he actually fought. He has a win over Vasily Lomachenko, and I think he beat. If anybody beat Vasily Lomachenko, it was, you know, Teofimo. Now, you know, most people that I know, that I respect, felt that Vasily Lomachenko beat Davina Hankey. You know, it is what it is. He, you know, I thought Lomachenko wasn't even close. I mean, I watched the fight 4 or 5 times and thought Lomachenko beat his ass, you know. And, you know, the other champion at 140, Davina Hankey, beat Regis Prograis. But, I mean, that fight was awful. I mean, Regis Prograis, he lost to Josh Taylor, who Teofimo beat. The boxing method. Teo's my countryman. All right, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta get over things, homie. Yeah, he beat Loma at 22 when Loma was the man. You know, it was a unification undisputed. There was the claims that Davina Hankey had the belt, but that, to me, there you go. So Teofimo has beat the man who beat the man 2 times, and you know, Teofimo beat Loma to be the man, and Davina Hankey beat Cambosos. I mean, you know, that tells you all you need to know about Davina Hankey's run. And then he gets his ass kicked versus Lomachenko. This is the only Black American channel that I listen to. Ha, Mark, that's ironic, because we're not African American. But you know, whatever suits you, floats your boat, man. But yeah, man, Teofimo in you know, this is not a super fight to me. This is like a kind of in between fight. This is a very in between fight for Teofimo. It's not a big money fight, you know. Teo's out there, rumors saying that he wants 10 million, 20 million for fights, which I don't believe. I mean, him and his dad love to talk. They love to get online. You know, speaking of things that Teofimo and his dad say. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So, you know, Teofimo is, you know, the man at 140. But let's see what he has to say. Teofimo.
This is my last fight on ESPN.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. This is my last.
So there we go. There it is, Teo. You know, he has these controversial takes, and it's pretty entertaining, you know. But that's how they do, man. That's how they roll. They love to, you know, come out here and, you know, say what they say, do what they do. They make the headlines. They make the news. You know, but yeah, Teo, you know, he has a tough fight coming up. So, yeah, man. I don't know where these guys get this stuff from. I like when Teo goes off on the Crips. That is peak Teo. Yeah, man. You know, he made a really bold claim, a really bold statement, and it was something to behold. You know, it gave us a lot of ammo out here to make some content. But yeah, man. Yeah, what do you guys think? You know, is this an easy win for Teo? Teo needs to be on his A game for the fight. Jermaine T is way more dangerous than a 35-year-old pro grade. Teo needs to be on his A game for this fight. Jermaine T is way more dangerous than a 35-year-old pro grade. Yeah. Jermaine T is young. You know, he's got. You know, I guess they fought before. They fought before in the amateurs in New York. Listen, man, we got a lot of trolls here. What's FBA Franks Blacks Association? I don't know where you guys get this stuff. Forget what the odds say. What are the odds, Evan? I don't know what the odds are for this fight. But, you know, to be interesting, you know, I mean, Teo should win this running away. He really should. But we'll see, man. I mean, Jermaine Ortiz could put off the upset. I mean, you know, we've seen how Teo looked versus you know, Sandor Martin, and people think he lost to Sandor Martin, and I think Jermaine Ortiz is a little bit of a higher caliber. You know, he's more of a bigger fighter. They can give him more problems. You know, where Sandor was, to me, running. I mean, he's really a tough style matchup, you know. But but Teo, he beat the man, you know, Josh Taylor, who people consider pound for pound undisputed 140, you know. So yeah, man. I mean, who knows what's next for Teo? This could be a big year. This could be a letdown year. But Jermaine Ortiz is not the super fight that we thought it was. But you know, it could be a decent scrap. It's on Super Bowl weekend. You know, hopefully he doesn't stink out the joint. It's a good scrap. Teo is a minus 650 favorite. Odds makers have this as a mismatch, and I don't see how. Yeah, they have it as a mismatch. Well, I mean, Ortiz really hasn't done anything. He's been out. He hasn't really fought in quite a bit. So it's really hard to say what he is. You know, what he is. I mean, he kind of struggled with Vasily Lomachenko. So Teo is the man at 140. There's no dispute. Yeah, he is. You know, the only thing the people are hating on Teofimo for is that he was, you know, Josh Taylor wasn't the man at that point because they felt he lost to Catterall. So that's where the hate is coming from. But yeah, he's the man. Let's see, Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza. The LBDC will hype Keyshawn after a win out of Prime Pedraza. Keyshawn Davis Pedraza. Yeah, I mean, we know that's kind of a gimme fight. They're just feeding all veteran to Keyshawn Davis. And he should, you know, because he didn't look too good. He failed a drug test, you know, trying to hype him up. You know, that's a sacrifice. You know, Pedraza's, you know, selling his name to Keyshawn to prop him up. What's this? I've slapped bitches harder than Jermaine. Teo ducking. I don't know. Salute SSC. Salute, homie. Teo is the man at 140. Is no speed. Yeah, unless he's beaten. Well, people, you know, they're going to argue that you have some good champions. Davina Hankey, Subriel, Matias. And let's not count Rolly. He'll probably lose his belt in March. Yeah, Murataya, Lynch and Shakur. Well, the rumor, and I've seen on different websites, is that Shakur going to be offered up to Murataya. And that's why he retired, because it makes no sense how he just retired all of a sudden with the big fights looming. So I don't have to see how that plays out. I don't understand. You think that Nias Pop is a good coach? Who? Teofimo? I mean, you know, his dad talks a lot of shit. That's what they're known for. His dad pops all that shit. And, you know, they backed it up. I mean, it's not easy to do what he did. You know, Teofimo is a hell of a fighter. He has a good, exciting style. He can fight. I mean, I think he's better than all the names that we talk about. I mean, I think he beats Ryan Garcia. He beats Stank Davis. He beats Vasily Lomachenko, and he beats Devin Haney. I mean, I think he's the best out of all of them. And if we're talking about tough fights, he fought the toughest caliber. You know, he fought Vasily Lomachenko and he fought Josh Taylor. So, you know, his contemporaries, Davis, Haney, have not done the same. So, yeah, you have to give credit to his pops. Shakur should be faced to fight a guy like Murataya if he wants Nova or Noma at 135. Shakur is not. Yeah, we know what time it is, man. I'm gonna get to that a little bit later, but yeah, man. I mean, Shakur's calling out Ryan Garcia now. They're in a Twitter beef, so you know. That's what it is. Can Eduardo Nunes at 130 defeat Okraki? Which boxers besides Cordina can defeat Okraki? You know what? That Okraki's he's a tough stylistic matchup. That's just the truth of it. You know, he's a slick style, you know, African American boxer, and he likes to run. He can make any fight, you know, stink the joint out. He was losing the last fight, and to me, I think he got lucky that he caught Rocky Hernandez. You know, he got tired, and for some reason he put Bossa Wong, got knocked out. But yeah, that guy's a stylistic nightmare because he really can just run all night and stink the joint out. So, you know, who's better, Bill or Teo's pops? I mean, I think they're both trash in a sense. Like, they got one fighter. I mean, it's really their son's athletic ability, because at the end of the day, it's really about athletic ability. You know, if their sons weren't their sons, then who would those guys be? They got one guy. It's not like they have a stable of fighters like the Freddie Roaches and Nacho Bearsteins. You know, that's, to me, that's the mark of a trainer, is being able to take a guy, whether it's from scratch, whether it's from the Amis, whether it's from pro, and turn them into champions and keep them champions. 18th Street Vato, what up, salute. So, yeah, man, I'm back in this thing, and we're doing it big. Does Jermaine train with the Haneys? Not that I know of, unless you heard something different. I can't really think of anything. Jermaine is from New York. I believe he's like a Puerto Rican from New York or somewhere on the East Coast. From, you know, Pounds. Nacho is old as fuck and just a Nello hater. Yeah, at this point. But, I mean, as far as he had, you know, a handful of fighters that were either champions or contenders, and, you know, he built them. So, Guts and Glory. Curiel Noshingo 2 predictions. I seen it. Curiel. I'd have to take him again. So, yeah. Yeah, he is trained by Bill. Okay, man. I'm not going to go on some of the other stuff. Huh? You're making no sense, dude. Bill Haney has been working. Oh, he has. Okay. Well, thank you, Pounds, for that update. Okay. But, you know, oh, he's his manager trainer now. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't see that. Is he in the promos, though? He hasn't been in the promos from what I've seen. I haven't heard, or, I mean, he's not making himself known. Do I believe Fury? I'll get to that later, but yes, I do. I mean, I don't have any evidence to suggest otherwise. So, does anybody believe that does anybody believe that Ortiz has a chance? You know, Bill Haney holds what rep at $100,000. Yeah, I remember that. That's the rumor. Well, I guess it's not a rumor, and then he disappeared. Johnny Durag. Well, I guess you're one of my fans then, homie. I remember you were wrestling. Oh, because man, I don't know. His shows just kind of they stray too far left sometimes. And you can't argue, you can't overtalk those loud mouths. But I'll be back, man. He's been with them behind the scenes. Yeah, I mean, how much? You know what though? I don't think you could teach. You know, Ortiz does have kind of a Haney style counterpuncher boxer, and that's why he lost to Lomachenko because, you know, he faded in the championship rounds, and that's when Loma picked up steam and you know, beat him. Start piecing him up. Bill Haney be scamming? Yeah, probably. I mean, he's a hustler, bro. I mean, he was a hustler. He was. He literally is a hustler from the street. So, you know. Ortiz gets stopped late. Okay, Johnny Durag, if that's your prediction, you know. Salute. We got some salutes. Tio has better condition than Jermaine. He will KO. Okay, Pounds. Put it in the comments, man. I want to keep track of y'all predictions. Pounds is saying Tio has better condition than Jermaine. He will KO him from the 8th round and up. All right. Evan Deere, leave your prediction. Ortiz definitely has a chance against Tio, and if Tio thinks otherwise, it could be another Kambosos all over again. Jermaine Ortiz has better offensive variety and skill than Kambosos. Facts. That's pretty much, you know, sums it up. I mean, Tio, man, Tio doesn't have the luxury to take anybody lightly. You know, I know it happens in sports, but in boxing, if it's at this level, it's a bad idea because this is a high-level fight. Tio can't overlook this card. Yeah. Well, because of what he said. You know, he said what he said. And, you know, I agree with him. I think he has a point. But, you know, you have to keep winning, man. In boxing, you have to keep winning. There's no losing in this sport, you know, because once you lose, you're a bum. So, okay, Devin, put it in the comments, you know, of the video. So, if you guys want to make predictions, we'll revisit, see who got it right. If anybody wants to hop on, man, drop a 1. I haven't really put it in because it's a lot of trolls. I'm really trying to be troll free here, man. You know, some of these guys got these YouTube beefs, Twitter beefs, and, you know, I don't really roll with it like that. It's not what I'm here for, man. You just keep boxing, talk boxing. Y'all politics, y'all keep it, you know, in the Twitter streets. Yes, he does. He has a style to beat a lot of fighters. I mean, we've seen him against Vasily Lomachenko. So, you know, he's just a big, strong kid, man, with the attributes, the size, the length, pause. You know what? Yeah, Evan Deere, man. Evan Deere is a sharp guy, man. You should come on, man, if you want to and speak your mind. Yeah, 650, it's pretty long odds. You know, anything over 4 to 1 is considered a long shot. I mean, you know, it's not the 6 to 1 like this guy Yoshino was versus Shakira Crawford, Shakira Twitterson. Yeah, keep it boxing, dude. Y'all can make your shows. You guys can make your rolls. You guys can send your tweets. But that's y'all thing, man. I don't get involved in YouTube politics. I go where I want to. I say what I want to. I speak who I want to. And I say what I want to, you know? And I fuck with like-minded individuals, you know? Evan Deere, man. He's keeping it popping. Ortiz will be bigger against Tio than he was against Loma. Ortiz will be bigger against Tio than he was against Loma. You think so? Because of the new weight? Yeah, he probably will fill out. You know, especially if he's on the Haney snack program regimen. Man, that's a hell of a tough fight, man. I mean, see, this is one of the things, you know, we always hear these rumors about super fights. But Mark, you got Teo by 10th round stoppage. We'll put your comment in the video, and we'll keep track. Frank the Crips made in and out leave Oakland. I've seen that. It's happening all across the country. It's not just Oakland. But, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with those social things. Will Andy Cruz and Keith? No. Not on your ass, not on your lifetime. Keyshawn would, I think Andy Cruz spanks that dude. But Keyshawn, I heard, is already older, 26, something like that. But, in prime years, I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, well, it's happening everywhere, man. It's just a sad state of society. But, that's why we have boxing. I got Teo. Okay, leave your prediction in the, I have a post or in the comments, not here in the chat. If anybody wants to hop on, man, hit on one and let me know. I got Teo 7 rounds to 5. You got, okay, another decision. That's a really close decision. But here's the thing about Teofimo. What I want to know about Teofimo, is he a superstar? Really in the sport of boxing, that's what it comes down to. Your role, your job is to become a superstar. The only way you do that is by fighting the names. Yeah, probably, man. I voted in the last one. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We shall see. But Teo isn't what? I don't know. No content, no live TBS. I don't know, Mark. I haven't seen you around, Mark. Who are you? Where do you come from? Are you TBS? I don't know, man. You guys are funny with these online beefs. This is ridiculous, to be honest. Teo split decision. Leave it in the comments of the video. Yeah, man, it's a tough sell. Well, boxing in and of itself, man, in and of itself is a kind of a niche sport. So with the Teo breakdown, I was going to transition into some Canelo news. I kind of wanted to touch on, if you guys want to do it. The news is that Canelo and Bud Crawford are in talks. Not in talks, but they're in social media. And Bud Crawford is trying to start the campaign to get a Canelo Alvarez fight. I go around to different YouTube channels. And, let me see. Street Vato said Teo was knee bending at the start of his career. Well, you know what, man? I mean, it's one thing to be on YouTube and stuff in boxing. He's really in boxing. So it is a political game. You really do have to play the politics. But Teo said what he said, man. He really said what he said. So let's see what he said.
This is my last fight on ESPN. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to top rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to top rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to top rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. This is my last fight on ESPN.
All right. So I wanted to switch gears and leave you guys with that, with the Teofimo rant. I mean, Teofimo, he's a character. I think that's the best way to sum up my Teo stuff. Is just the guy's a character, man. But I like him. Believe it or not, I like Teofimo. He comes to fight. He gives it his all. He's a hell of a fighter, and I think he's there for exciting fights. Any fight you put him in with these top names, Tank Davis, Davina Hankey, Shakira Twitterson, Ryan Garcia. He's calling out Bud. He's calling out Bud. That's another thing. It's kind of segueing into the another topic. You know, so here we have, if I can segue with you guys into, you know, Terrence Crawford fires back at Teofimo Lopez after call out. At Teofimo, your little bitch ass better worry about them little guys that's on your ass down there in your weight class. It's crazy. Every time I see your whole ass, you don't even look my way. Whoa. It's shots fired, baby. Okay. I just really hit this right now. What do y'all think about that? Is that a super fight? Shit sucked when Teo started bending the knee. Because, yeah. He bent the knee. You know what, man? You got to understand where they come from. You know, Teo and... well, his dad says nigga. You know, he be on there, not hardy but, you know, nigga. You know, he says, what's up, nigga? I don't say it. I don't suggest y'all say it, but they're from New York. They're from, I don't know, the Boogie Down, the Bronx, wherever they're from. Return, yes, we're back, baby. We're back bringing you the good boxing show content. If y'all want to hop on, man, you got to let me know. I'm not dropping it because I don't feel trolls. I don't fuck with trolls. I want real cats to jump on and, you know, give me I want to hear what you guys think. You guys are really making some great you guys know boxing, bro. I fuck with the people here, bro. You know, you here because you know Frank loves boxing. I know you guys love boxing. And, you know, I appreciate the comments and the the chat. You know, you guys are the chat, man. The show is the chat. Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, he said it. You know, I think what rep it, salute, rep it. You know, salute CCD cats. You know, he has a clip of Teo Senior saying, "Oh, they're the best. They're the best." You know, so it's called confusion, bro. Confusion. You know, we've all grown up. We all loved, you know, Michael Jordan or Mike Tyson. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. Salute to the homie if he's out there. Everybody, you know, send shots out. He was a real one. And he had a Teo Senior was on his channel. So he was doing it big. Salute. Facts. Yeah, man. Mexican boxing. I mean, look, man. You know, Teo. What is he? Nicaraguan? Is he Nicaraguan? You know? He struggles because he can't sell out his venues. You know, if he was Mexican, he'd be selling out hella venues. But look, Terrence Crawford fires back at Teofimo Lopez after call out. So Crawford is saying, your little bitch ass better worry about the... Okay, isn't that ironic that he says that, and yet he's chasing Canelo Alvarez? What do you guys think about this? So I want to switch gears, kind of move into the next topic. Oh, he's Honduran. My bad, homie. That's right, he's Honduran. I thought he was half, though. I thought, who was half Mexican? Oh, it's the Mexican monster, right? Isn't it come out that he's Nicaraguan? Like 50%, so he's El Monstro. He doesn't want to be called the Mexican monster. Y'all coming correct with all the comments, man. Keeping me on my toes. Nah, bro, you can't. Rep holds he's the champ right now. I ain't even trying to do that. I don't got the skills for that. I just try to really give you, like, you guys to speak and tell me what you think. But there is that beef, you know. That's the best fight. African American boxers versus Latinos and Mexican Americans. That's the best fights. It just is what it is. Yeah, man, he's still living on, bro. Teo Senior takes a no for letting Crip go. Yeah. Mad chat. Yeah, man, y'all internet beasts are crazy, bro. You guys really go at it. It's hella funny, hella entertaining, bro. I'm on the sidelines. So I don't really want to go down those roads. I'll probably lose. I mean, I'm not quick like y'all with the snaps, you know. But you know, here's Crawford being a hypocrite. You're telling Teo, you're kind of ducking the smoke. Like, wait, telling him you're a little guy, stick to your weight class. But then you're calling out the man. You're calling out the man. You're calling out Canelo Alvarez. And you're a little ass, right? Bud wants big money fights. As you see, 154, Queef, Tim Zoo, Jermal, Booty Ennis. Oh, wow. He puts Stank Davis, a rematch with Earl Spence. Oh, there's Jamal. And Benavides. Now, see, here's the problem what I have with Bud Crawford's call out of the man, the myth, the legend, Canelo. Why are you funneling? Who, me? I'm not. What did I say about Teo that was dick riding or nut hugging? Okay. Man, these internet beefs, y'all go go ham with it. Well, anyway, man, does anybody want to talk? I'm gonna drop the link for you. Anybody, if you're interested. If I don't recognize you, I don't think I'm gonna let you on. But if Bud will beat the brakes off of Teo, you think so? I don't know. I mean, that's people are saying Bud beats Canelo and now he beats Teo. That's the news. That's the YouTube streets news, John. That guy's a scumbag. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I never even talked to him. I think I went by his show one time and I can just tell he was a scumbag. But, it is what it is, man. People are people. They make mistakes. I'm not one to judge. But I don't care for that company. When I go at it with Match Chat, I'm not going to stop. Get him. Handle it. He's a stay-at-home son. I'm worse than Benzo. Johnny Boy. Man, y'all guys be going at it, man. We need a neutral site. We need somewhere that everybody can go and then y'all just settle y'all beefs, man. I don't want to do it. I don't get involved. I'm not taking sides. I think it's hilarious. I think everybody has their good and their bad. But one of the things I like with my channel is, I try to break down these narratives like Bud and Canelo. That's a narrative. So, on a channel last night, a pro, I am, bro. I mean, I am. You know how we roll. Rep it was that, but you know how we roll. The chillin' distributor. You know what though? One thing I respect about Repit's channel is he allowed everybody. And I feel like that's what I'm here to do. You guys can talk shit. I don't care. That's what we're here for, right? Have fun. Talk some boxing, talk some shit. And it is what it is. Mexican boxing #1. Where do you guys get all these guys, these names? Anyway, man, you guys are distracting me from the... What do you guys think of Canelo Crawford, man? So, on this channel, yeah, Chitlin, you're a real one. I recognize real. Yeah, man, he let everybody on. Maybe he comes back, maybe he doesn't. But you know what, man? I salute that homie. I know you guys fuck with them. I know we all, we talk boxing. So I can't continue. I can't do what he does. But, I just have my own flavor, my own style. People say I'm a FBA or whatnot. Because I had that talk. But, man, y'all fuck with you guys. You fuck with me. You don't have to like it. You can disagree with me. I let it free smoke. You guys can hop on. Well, if he's just taking a breather, man, tell the homie, whenever he's ready, man, bring that good boxing content. Because it's really tough, man. This is just jumping on and just rambling and talking and hoping people listen. It's hard, man. It's just a lot of work, putting these topics and getting this all this content over. Hold on, Killer Be Killed. I gotta make sure you are who you say you are. So let me do something real quick. Yo, what's up? You're on.
Man, fuck y'all Mexicans. Go cut some grass.
Who is this, man? The trolls. Long live the trolls. That was not Killer Be Killed. Kobe K. Yeah, man, no D-bombs. Well, I have an overlay, so. Yeah, man, I think we know who that guy is, and he's new to the streets, but you know, they I don't know, I don't say no names. If you want to come on, you want to say who you are, you know, you're more than welcome. But I don't really roll or fuck with the troll shit. You know, that's just not what we do here. I'm really trying to keep it boxing and give you guys good content, good topics, like what we're talking about. Bud and Canelo. Who wins? Bud Crawford or Canelo Alvarez? Who do you guys have winning? Who do you have winning? You know it, if it is this guy who, right there, 18, he can hop on. You know, you can hop on and talk boxing. I have no problem with any of these people. You know, I'm that guy, Yimmy. He didn't even have beef with me. He had beef with, you know, Rep It. And then Rep It just, you know, slaughtered him. I think, Chillin', did you say I didn't slaughter him, Garcia? It was Rep It that slaughtered him. But I played a clip of him crying on another channel saying he was wrong. You know, at Vegas, Crawford, Canelo, and in Vegas, I really think it's going to happen now, man. I think it may happen in May. I think it's the biggest fight in boxing. It just is. You know, Rick Glazier, I know you guys know Rick Glazier, put a one in the chat. That's what he was saying. He's saying it was Jimmy the Tex. Yeah. 18 Patos, quick with it. Yeah. But look, man, he came to try to troll my channel, so he got handled. You feel me? He got handled accordingly. Yeah, I mean, Bud Crawford, Canelo, 1 million pay-per-views. Yeah, you know, ATG Vato, that would be cool. LA or Chicago. But I think maybe way too many fights in LA, and Chicago is just way too dangerous right now. It's a no-brainer. Vegas, you know, they're going to put up the extremely exorbitant sums of money. You know, the money, they're going to put up these site fees like 20 million, 30 million. You know, boxing, there's so many ways to make money. Yeah, man, I think people know who this guy is. I think if he is a troll, his act is running short. People are catching on. It was funny, it was new, it was fresh, but you know, after a while, man, people, you know, you have to come with something real. Easy. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm here for it. I want to see that fool get his ass kicked. Take their hoe away. Canelo got to knock that. Yeah. I mean, look, they're saying this guy is the best boxer of our generation. Off of what? He cherry-picked 147. I mean, he fought nothing but pretenders and contenders. Amir Khan after he's already beat up. Benavidez after he's already beat up. Jeff Horn. I mean, this is the great fighter they have. And then he beats a guy that flipped over 17 times and almost died. You know, and then now he's putting out that he had cataract surgery. I mean, this guy, look, he fought he's going to be out, a year and a half? And then, look, man, this is the narrative they want to put. They want to say that Crawford is aiming to be great. Canelo got to knock, yeah. Spence was a shell of himself. That the guy was a walking zombie, bro. He was way drained. He was damaged from the accident, and now he's putting out that his eyes were bad. It's like, man, these guys got every excuse in the book. And then these like you said, brainless people, they're like, oh yeah, no, he gonna come back, man. He gonna come back, and at 154, and it's gonna be a good fight. Like, bro, no. The reason it's not happening is because that fight nobody wants to see it again. We've seen the levels that they were at, and you know, Crawford beat his ass. But at the same time, you know, if you guys want to do your research, you know, there's a guy out there. He might be being paid by Spence. I think he's part of those cliques, you know. Okay, Spence is a recovering alcoholic with a bad eye. Yeah, I mean, the guy flipped over and like almost died, was left on the street. left for dead. It wasn't a real fight. I said it wasn't. And they both had been on layoffs. But they want to tell us he's a generation, he's this, he's that. So they want to say that he can go beat Canelo Alvarez at 168. I mean, we're talking 140, 154. When he's going to skip over 2 weight classes, going to a third one, and beat Canelo Alvarez. I mean, look, Canelo Alvarez has David Benavidez problems, and but what the reality is. Now, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Yeah, man, you're not the same. I mean, and we seen, Spence was he was recorded by his girl, like drugged up and talking nonsense, like drooling. I mean, look, man, the guy wasn't a real fighter for like 3-4 years since that happened. Yes, Omar E. Oh, yes, these guys, they're hyping him up like he's Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard rolled into one. And I think it's just a social media age. But look, here's what I was saying the other night as we were talking about my boy Timmy Zoo, Mexican style Tim Zoo. I think we should adopt Tim Zoo. Not buying the PBC fight, but we should adopt Tim Zoo. That's who Crawford should have fought. Why is he taking all this time? He should have fought this man right here, Tim Zoo. But he didn't want that fight. That was a pay-per-view fight. Crawford didn't want the Tim Zoo smoke. He was supposed to. He called out during the Spence fight this man, Jermell Charlo, But after the fight with Canelo Alvarez, nobody wants to see Jermell. Nobody wants to see that guy. And the guy's on video talking about, it was hella fun punching his wife. Yes, man. We know what time it is, man. They are just, he's walking on water in the sport of boxing, and he doesn't fight. What is he at? 1 fight in 2-3 years? It's insane. Yeah, Will. I just, what, man? Like, I don't want to argue. I like to talk boxing, but those guys, they start screaming, they crying, they call me racist. So what's the point, man? I mean, if you want to listen to them, but I guarantee you, I go back, man. The smoke, and we take over again. But it is what it is. We do what we do here, man. We're doing this. We're doing this. If you guys want it, I will. Leave it in the comments. But yeah, man, like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm here for you guys. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he does boxing. I like anybody that does boxing. But it's up to us, the crew. We need to make our voice known. We need to make what we want known. Like, I can't go to somebody's channel and tell them what they should do, just like nobody's going to come here and tell me what to do. So it's up to me to give you guys what you want to hear, what you want to talk about. And then I get the feedback, and then I give you guys more of it. You know what I'm saying? Ed Dog, real ones in the building. Salute. Yeah, man, you guys are jumping in, man. Oh my gosh, this guy's too much, man. He's too much. Yeah, we don't support each other, man. That's the problem. But I'm not gonna cry about it, man. As long as I get 5 real ones to come in and support, leave comments, share, then I'm all for it. Yes, from the waist down, Ed Dog. Nice picture, by the way. I don't know if you've seen mine. Yeah, man. If anybody want to hop on, let me know, man. I'm dropping the link. So we covered Tio. Now we're on Crawford and Canelo. So Canelo, man, what should he do? What route does he go? Because if he fights Crawford, he's ducking Benavidez, Benachichis. The takeover by KO. You guys are coming with it, man. The takeover by KO. Leave a comment in the not the chat, but in the show. But I think it's gonna be an entertaining fight, man. Tio. The problem with Tio is he can be lackluster. I mean, he was lackluster against Sandor. We seen him lose to Cambozo. So we don't know what we're going to get from Teo. I mean, he looks spectacular. He's a spectacular fighter. You know, he has the exciting style, unlike the Haney's or Shakira's. Teo brings the smoke, but it's almost like he fights to the level of his competition. And Jermaine Ortiz is very basic, fundamental, not a lot of pizzazz. Like, he's not gonna do some special shit. Like, he could just beat you being big and strong and a steady jab, you know, with an occasional right hand or body shot. But you know, we kind of covered that. So back to the Canelo business. Yeah, man, Bud Crawford, man, it's getting a lot of noise. And, you know, people, you have two factions. You have the Crawford supporters. They love it. They're, you know, this guy, Tim Bradley, a lot of these boxing pundits and boxing faces, they're actually starting to support that Bud Crawford can go up and beat Canelo Alvarez. But see, here's the thing. This is the thing that blows my mind. Yo, Matador, salute. The thing that blows my mind is that Jermell Charlo was a 154 pounder, right? But he's a big ass black dude. Like, that dude he's been at 154 like since he was like fucking 15. Like, that motherfucker never moved up. He's a big ass dude. He's bigger than Canelo dimensionally. You know, arm, chest, you know, all the dimensions. He just shrank himself down to be a weak bully and have the advantage. Yeah, and he fought like a bitch. Everybody knows that. Even a lot of, you know, black athletes, entertainers, they were like, man, fuck this guy, Charlo. He fought like a bitch. People were really upset with him. Even, you know, the Crips, they were really upset. Like, damn, we just got dominated. But it doesn't matter, because the narrative is that he was Canelo was cherry picking and picking on him. So, wait a minute. Jermell Charlo was fucking undisputed. He was like considered pound for pound, right? So if they hated that fight, Canelo's cherry picking, why all of a sudden are they getting behind Bud Crawford? Like, that makes no sense to me. If you're already saying that Canelo, because look, man, he's the most hated because he's the face of boxing. It comes with the territory, right? And I get it. Benavidez is lurking in the shadows. But right now, you know what? Bud Crawford sells more than Benavidez. And here's the reality, guys. You know, I fuck with David. David Benavidez, he actually is on the internet. I you know, I had back and forths with him on Twitter. Well, not his people. Like, they watch the shows. They're on the internet. I spoke with Benavidez Sr. on Rapstart. You know, I had a conversation with them, and I gave it to David. Oh, well, David Sr., you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, they're able to shrink down, dude. They're like fucking 6'2", and they get down to like 135. I mean, we seen Devin Haney. He goes into the fight with Regis Prograis, and he's 168. He's a super middleweight. I mean, this shit is insane. No, but that's just what they do, bro. They're willing to die, you know, to get down to have that advantage. Yeah, see, here's the thing with these Spences, these Charlas, these Crawfords. They're like huge, like no homo, right? They're big guys. And take Benavidez is like a heavyweight. But here's how you know it's fishy. They stay at the same weight for like 15 years. These guys have, you know, they've been in the amateurs, right? So like from 15, like when your body should grow, you're telling me you're fighting at 30 something years old, the same weight you were when you were 15. Who can tell me that that's natural? There's no way. That's just insane. So, you know, and here you have Canelo Alvarez, a small 5'7" Mexican. Yes, he's stocky, but he still has dimensions, length, reach, you know, all that shit. He's going up. And that's naturally how it's supposed to be when we look at a great like Manny Pacquiao, right? He started at 108 and then he just went up. You know, greats like Roberto Duran, they went up. Roberto Duran, 135 pounder, going up to 168. You know, that's how they used to do it. Now these guys can be like 13 years old fighting at 130, then they get to the pros and then they start fighting at 126, aka Shakir Twitterson, you know? So, I mean, yeah, these people need to wake up and see what's really going on. So, you know, and Bud Crawford, they're saying he actually he's more athletic, he got more skills, you know, he's faster, he's quicker. They say he's superior. So Teddy Atlas, Tim Bradley, a lot of these YouTube channels now, they're getting behind this guy Crawford. They say that he's most skilled. Canelo, he's a one-punch guy. Stank Duck Haney, these Crips know fighting each other won't. Yeah, that's another thing we always talk about. It's these guys, they don't fight each other. You know, they go on Twitter, they go on social media all day, and you know, I was gonna reach on Conor Benn, but Conor Benn, you know, they're all the Haneys and Stank Davis, they're calling out Conor Benn. And we seen this fight last night, and it was kind of lackluster. I mean, the guy who was fighting Dobson, and he didn't really have nothing. I think, you know, Ben, he's strong, he's athletic, but is he good? I don't know. What do you guys think of Conor Benn? Is he a good fighter? I think he's Ricky Hatton 2.0. He's another Ricky Hatton, you know. One of these American fighters, whoever it is going to tune his ass up. I think that somebody is going to hit the lottery and flatten Ricky Hatton 2.0 in Conor Benn, you know. But you know why they want Conor Benn is because he brings money. The UK fan base, the UK money, it is a lot of money. So that's why, you know, Haney was talking shit about Conor Benn. Yeah, Matador. He really did. I mean, I wouldn't say life and death. I think he won. But, you know, there was just something missing. You know, it's like he has athleticism. It's like he's not really a good boxer. You know, there's a lot of flaws. He can be countered. Yes, well, no. Was it eggs or was it like some kind of spermicide eggs? It had something to do with some kind of fertility drug, which is a masking agent for steroids. So that's where the eggs came from. Supposedly some fertility eggs, some special eggs that nobody can get. So I dropped a link, fellas, if anybody want to hop on and help me with this good boxing talk. I appreciate all y'all jumping in. But yeah, man, so these guys, you know, Haney was insinuating that Conor Benn is not the same without his needles. He said something of that nature, that Conor Benn wasn't the same, you know, without the steroids, for lack of a better word. Yeah. So, yeah, man, but, you know, those fights aren't going to happen. These guys, they don't fight each other, you know, and I don't think Eddie Hearn lets Conor Benn get beat yet. I think he wants to build Conor Benn, build him in the UK, and then have a mega fight over in the UK before maybe coming to America again and fighting those guys. They're there, man. I'll have to look. I kind of, you know, went on a hiatus, so let me know, man. Yeah, I mean, he's with that snack. There's another YouTuber. He's like, he had Victor Conte on, and Victor Conte was basically spilling all the dirt about how Crawford, Haney, all the guys he works with, they don't want to do drug testing. So this guy, YouTube, you can look it up. Victor Conte, and I think he calls himself a manager. I don't know if he manages fighters, but I think he's linked with some professional fighter, and he's really going after Crawford and all those guys and saying that, you know, they're doing the snack. Haney has been spotted with acne on his back, and bro, all you have to do is look at the pictures of Davina Hanke. I mean, look, you know what happened was, okay, Devin Haney had fought in Oakland against Regis Prograis, right? And I guess the California Commission, they release, like, you know, data because it's a different commission. So unlike Las Vegas, where they keep a lot of things secret. You know, the California Commission has different rules and standards, so they put out, you know, the fights, the weights the night of the fight, right? Because we already know Davina Hanke, he gets like special 36-hour weigh-ins. You know, he weighs in almost 2 days before the fight so that he can weigh in and almost kill himself, right? We've seen him looking like a skeleton, and then he can rehydrate, you know, which was what Floyd Mayweather had been, I don't know if it was caught, accused, but taking IVs, right? Because it's one thing to hydrate, but then it's another to do it within that time so that it's healthy, right? So that you can hydrate, but it might not be healthy, right? Yeah. It is racist. And I think, yeah, it was obvious that Crawford was juiced. I mean, all you have to do is look at his shoulders, you look at his neck. I mean, it was like 2 times his natural. It didn't look natural on him, you know. And he was obviously working with Victor Conte. So this manager, he's making all those videos trying to expose Terrence Crawford. So I suggest you guys go look and check that out. It's really interesting, man. He's going on a crusade for it. But yeah, man, that's the fight, man. I think it's gonna happen. Canelo versus Crawford. And what I was gonna say about Benachichis, you know, another weight bully. Look, Crawford, he sold something like how many 600K pay-per-views? 600,000 pay-per-views for him and Earl Spence was reported. And then David sold 70. So, I mean, who's the bigger name? Who's the bigger seller? Let's see. Frank the Tank and know you're cheap, but did you watch the fight? Wow. Dude, I have everything. What are you talking about? Munguia versus Ryder. Yes, I did. And I guess people are putting out that there was some phantom punch, that it was fixed. But yeah, I mean, I predicted a Munguia stoppage. I predicted that Munguia was going to beat him down. Haney is, dude, he was a super middleweight. Well, see, that's the thing. The commission, they released the next day weigh-in, you know, probably for safety reasons. And then people were going crazy that they seen that Devin Haney weighed 168 pounds. Yeah, he hydrated all the way up to, he was like 4-5 times bigger than Regis Prograis, and he still couldn't knock him out. Garcia, why Canelo could not stop? You know, Ryder's a tough motherfucker. I mean, he's a top level fighter. You know, I mean, you might call him a bum, but you know, he earned his position. He fought a eliminator versus Zach Parker, you know, and he had fought different caliber guys. Like, didn't he beat Daniel Jacobs or something? So, you know, he earned his shot. And I mean, you could, on one hand, you could say that Canelo couldn't beat him down, and another, you can say that Canelo softened him up for Munguia. And here's all you gotta know, man, about Munguia and Ryder. For Canelo Alvarez, people were pissed he was fighting John Ryder. Oh, he's UK bum, it's a cherry pig, yada, 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 right? But for Munguia, that was a step-up fight. So, I mean, that's all you need to know about the level of Canelo Alvarez. One guy's, in this step-up fight, one guy's step-up fight is another man's bum. You know, make it make sense. Damn, that's a good question, man. We'll have to get to that one day, man. But, you know, we do a boxing here. Makes that fight happen. But Munguia and Canelo, or Crawford and Canelo? Which one are you talking about, HGC Bato? You know, I mean, look, it looks like they were saying Munguia, they're saying Crawford, and then they're saying Jamal for Canelo Alvarez. It's not Benavidez. So, and that's the fight everybody wants. I think the PBC, what I've heard, you know, just being on YouTube, boxing Twitter, is that Benavidez is the last fight. And the reason they're doing that is so they can make it have a rematch, and then they'll get Canelo Alvarez for a 4th fight. I mean, it makes sense. It's playing Canelo, you know, because he could lose. Could lose to Benavidez. That's his toughest fight. It's May as Crawford, Jermell in May, and Crawford in September. Yeah, you know what? I'm hearing that, but now this Crawford and Canelo is getting more and more traction, right? On social media, it's on Twitter, like it's on everybody's Twitter feed. It's on the YouTube last night. The show I was watching, this was a 6-hour show about Crawford and Canelo, and they were going back and forth. See, the Crips, they're very interesting. They're able to lie in like out the same mouth, right? They want it both ways. And I noticed this about the Crips narratives and a lot of these channels narrative. They want it both ways. Yeah. Let's see. Garcia, Jermell, Terrence, and Billy, then Morrell. For who? For David or Canelo? I don't know. At this point, dude, we don't know. But anyway, back to and this is what they were arguing last night. I'm just kind of reiterating and give you my take. But what they were arguing, it's like the Crips. So on the Canelo fans are saying, hey, man, it's a great fight for Canelo because, you know, this guy, they're saying he's the best. He's a generation talent. He's an all-time great. Like all the great fighters have gone up different weight classes. Duran, Leonard, De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd, everybody does it. So why is this such a big deal that Crawford's doing it? They're saying Canelo's cherry picking. But Canelo fans are like, no, if you say he's this great, then that's a no-brainer. Let's make the fight. It's a big fight. Crawford is a bigger name. It makes more money. He's going to bring a big money fight than David Benavidez. It is what it is. You guys, Canelo haters can cry, but Crawford is the bigger money fight. Yeah, I mean, no, because it's not that we don't care. It's we know he's going to fight the best. Crawford's the best fighter right now. Yeah, I mean, he has to fight the best. You know, he fought Bebo. John Ryder, he fought Golovkin. I mean, you can say the age or whatever, but I mean, Manny Pacquiao was fighting in his 40s, and they tried to make a Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence fight. So that's what I'm saying. These guys, they want it both ways. When it's their fighter, oh, he's old, they shouldn't fight. Like in the case with Gennady Golovkin or John Ryder, that's a cherry pick. He's UK bum. Well, didn't Floyd Mayweather fight Conor McGregor? I mean, I don't think it gets any more bummish than that. So look, Canelo's just doing. I don't mind because I think here's my ultimate take. Canelo can do what Floyd Mayweather did, because we know Floyd Mayweather to the end of his career, he cherry picked. He is the biggest cherry picker in all of boxing. And the Crips, the Cuts, they love that guy. That's their idol. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it's good enough for your idol, what's good enough for Canelo Alvarez, as far as I'm concerned? And he's still going to fight the best. He will fight Benavidez. He's going to fight Billy, all these guys. But they have their own work to do. I mean, David Benavidez can't stop, right? He needs to fight tough fights. And Billy needs to fight tough fights. Morrell needs to fight tough fights. Diego Pacheco. I mean, we got all these names, but what have they really done? See, this is the thing nobody talks about. Why doesn't Crawford, in the time between Canelo taking care of his business, why doesn't he go up and fight Benavidez? Why? But they dismiss it. Oh, no, Benavidez is too big. Like, wait a minute. They're the same weight, right? You guys want it both ways. In one instance, Benavidez is too big. But then in the other instance, when they're the same weight class, then he's not. Like, it's just never, I don't know. To me, their narratives never make sense, But I'm going to dig my heels in, and I'm with Crawford's chip. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we know it. He won't, though. He won't fight. He's not going to fight. Terrence Crawford, should have to earn it. Like they said that David Benavidez had to earn it. They say that that anybody who fights Canelo has to earn it, right? Okay, fine. I understand those narratives. But why does Crawford get a pass? Why is it that he can just jump up and people are okay with it? You know what I'm saying? He's daring to be great. But when Canelo went up and fought Bivol, it was a cherry pick gone wrong. So, I mean, man, you know, these guys, it's like a Russian puzzle. You know, it's a puzzle within a puzzle within a puzzle. You know, so we have to unwrap it, you know, break it down for you guys. David Benavidez, yes, he does. Yeah, I mean, it's like he's a Black American, so he gets a pass. You know, the writers and the pundits, you know, that's what they want to promote. That's what they want to, well, you know, because that's what they want to sell. They don't want a foreigner like Canelo Alvarez, a Mexican, to be the face of boxing. You know, they're doing their hardest to make Sting Davis the face of boxing. They're doing their hardest to make Terrence Crawford the face of boxing now. But, you know, us as boxing fans, especially people listening right now, you know, we don't really buy those narratives because we've seen Canelo do the most. And we've seen others like him, De La Hoya's, Pacquiao's, I mean, like megastars, right? He's a megastar. And Floyd Mayweather, we've seen them do the same thing. You know, the De La Hoyas, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Manny Pacquiao's, you know, they had some gimme fights. They didn't fight killer after killer after killer. You know, Manny Pacquiao lost, and then he had to work his way back up. Oscar De La Hoya lost and had to work his way back up. You know, Floyd Mayweather, he has a tough fight, and then he takes 2 years off. Then he comes back and fights Andre Berto. So, you know, why can't Canelo do the same thing? It's like, you know, Canelo, Mexican fighters are always held to a different standard. And that's what I notice. You know, American, especially African-American fighters, they can just sit for a year and a half and not fight. And it's okay. You know, Crawford can duck this guy, this contender, Boots Ennis, and it's okay. Terrence Crawford gets a pass. He drops the belt, and they say it's okay. But if Canelo dropped the belt, oh, he's ducking. It's like, you know, but it is what it is, man. I just wanted to touch, so I talked about Conor Ben. I wanted to talk about, well, ask you guys what you think about Fury and Usyk. Is that something you guys want to, I mean, to me, it's not really a story. I mean, it's two UK guys. I mean, we really don't get excited for, I mean, we do and we don't. Old man Benavidez having a hissy fit because they jumped them all together. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to, does anybody want to hop on? Let me know. I want to segue into Fury and Usyk if you guys want, but give me a couple minutes. Hopefully you guys stick around. I'm gonna leave you with something for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So.
What do you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like, what are you talking about, you know?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like, what are you talking about, you know? It's not my style. Running.
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like, what are you talking about, you know?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like, what are you talking about, you know? It's not my style. Running.
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like, what what are you talking about? You know?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, you know? Like, Mexican traditions, Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo Alvarez, but these are one of the greatest fighters of all time. Like,
right on, fellas. Thanks for keeping it popping. So, how do y'all feel about Fury and Usyk? That's something you guys are interested in, or we want to keep cooking on Canelo and Crawford? Let's see what y'all said. Oh man, Benavidez having a hissy fit because they jumped him. Canelo vacated the WBC belt already to GG. When was that? Garcia. Thoughts about Duran and his career. Will he defeat Daniels and his Barrios Norman? Okay. I'm not convinced about that guy. I think he's a fraud until proven otherwise. The guy don't fight. I mean, he fought Romain Villa. Who was that guy? He was like a club fighter. He beats that guy and he's an email champion. Like, come on. He's the email champion, guys. And that's how they move, man. I think he fights, I'm hearing Mario Barrios. But who was Mario Barrios, dude? He got knocked out by Stank Davis, a little guy. He fought Ugas, whose orbital bone was broke. And then that's supposed to be like a tough fight. I mean, this guy's a cherry picker. He's already older. He's 30 fights in. You know, they bash Munguia for having all these fights and no fighting. But this guy, Duran Ennis, does the same thing. So, you know, it's like I said, man, they always want it their way. They want it their way, how they want it. And their fighters are the best. And, yeah. Pounds, salute, yes. He is. And, you know, he also was in love with Shakira. And he hasn't said shit. It's like when there's guys get exposed, they don't say shit, you know? He was a cheerleader like a mole. But yeah, Duran, he's going to fight Barrios and pick up another belt. And they're going to call this guy pound for pound. So he will vacate that belt to Benavidez for, I'm not understanding Garcia. We just also talking about that flat-footed Mexican talk before. Yeah. But that's how Regis fights though. Is that what they said about him? When the WC tried to make him fight GG. I'm confused, man. You can hop on, man. If anybody wants to hop on, please, I welcome it. You know, Queef Thurman gonna get sent to the shadow. Never. Yeah, I mean, look, man. I think it's a shitty pay-per-view. Like, I don't plan on buying it. I think it's a slap in the face to boxing fans. But I think it's a fun, entertaining fight because Tim Tszyu, you know, he's an honorary Mexican now. He did not want to fight him at the time after he beat Cotto. Are you talking about Triple G Garcia? You're losing me, bro. I hope Ammo William loses Janabek, Chris. Yeah, I'm not sold on the Ammo guy. I mean, he's like a big, strong, African American, but I don't know. I see like him. He has, I think he has gas tank issues. He carries a lot of muscle and he's not very fluid. He's just hella strong. But yeah, Janabek probably pieces him up. I don't know. Chris Eubank Jr. sucks, but Elijah Garcia. Yeah, Elijah, man, that's a hell of a fight, man. That's a step up for both guys. But I think Elijah, man, look out for that guy. I think he would fuck Ammo up. Adames, you know, Adames. You know, Charlo was ducking him. Haven't heard much from Adames. He's crying on social media. But guess what, bro? That's what happens when you're with the PDC, you know? So, I guess you guys don't care about Usyk Fury. Do we want to talk about Isaac Cruz and Rolly Romero? I kind of broke that fight down. What do y'all think about that? Does Rolly have a chance? I mean, or does Isaac go in and rid us of Rolly Romero? Like, it'll be the end of Rolly Romero. Oh, Raymond Ford. I'm gonna be honest, Guts and Glory. Do you go by? Are you on Twitter or the Discord? Did I know you? Because maybe we've talked before. I'm not too sure. Maybe I've seen Kolmatov, but Raymond Ford. Look, man. Honestly, he's being propped up. You know, like one of those guys Montana love. So it's probably Raymond Ford outboxes him. But yeah, he's another boring fighter. I think he was on some pay-per-view and he was lackluster. Pitbull Cruz takes out Rolly. Yeah, that's what people are predicting, man. Does anybody have the odds on that fight? Okay, Cutson, I knew it. I knew you were somebody. I knew you were a presence. Yeah, you're super hardcore, bro. Hey, Doc, got some glory. That's a real one, man. You should hop on sometime. But I get it. You know, I just, run my mouth. Pitbull, TKO, Rolly. Okay, everybody, when you guys make predictions, what I want you to do is put it in the main chat so we can keep track of your guys' predictions. Because everybody can get on here and say, oh, so-and-so kicked so-and-so's ass. And, but then when it comes time to collect or have bragging rights, everybody forgets. So, yeah, Garcia. Rolly was getting starched by a grandpa. Yeah. I mean, look, Rolly, you know what I will say, though? Rolly was beating was beating Stank Davis. Does anybody agree or disagree? I think he was winning. I think Stank Davis was very cautious with Rolly Romero. And Rolly Romero was doing good. I mean, he had Stank Davis shook. And then he made like a stupid ass decision. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could show the fight, but he threw like this flick jab to the body. I countered. And then that was the end of the fight. But I thought he was winning up until then. Is it Ray iced? Ford is pretty bad, but almost sort of on the Kazakhstan style. Yeah, Ford, he's another fucking Hitchinson's or some shit like that. These motherfuckers, these backfoot bitches. Let me ask the homie what he thinks of that. Because, we gotta adopt this guy, man. Let's see what the homie says.
Running around and jabbing and tippy tap, that's not me. If it's cool, if it's cool trading, that's me, Going to my style. Running around and jabbing and tippy tap, that's not me. It's cool if it's cool trading, that's me, Going running around and
yeah, man, we don't fuck with that shit over here. We don't do the jibber jabbers. We don't do the tippy tappers. We want to see motherfuckers fight. If I'm buying some shit, I want to see you fight. Nobody cares about the big dosser you got caught with an elbow. Yeah, people are calling it fake. What do you guys think? Is it fake? Is it real? No, man. Can you post it in the chat or leave it in the comments or or post it on my page? You know what? See, here's the crazy thing about Fury Usyk. A lot of people were saying that it's not gonna happen. That like something's gonna happen between now and the fight, and that they won't end up fighting. But now on Twitter, this guy who's making all these fights is Turkish Ali, brother. Well, he's an Arab. No disrespect. He's Arabian. Is it Arabian or is it Middle Eastern? He's an Arab Middle Eastern. Anyway, Turkish Ali. Right? Interesting name. Turkish Ali. He has put a $10 million penalty. So, and it looks like Tyson Fury shook, man. He looked kind of like he was bowing down. He's a big ego motherfucker. He's a big ass white boy. Talks all that gang shit. And he was like, it looked like he was like, no, this guy, he's mob. Like they're gonna have to fight. Oh man, bro, I'll unpack that. But yeah, Ryan is definitely hoodwinked, as they say. Where was this, Garcia? He was telling how hard Virgil hits. They sparred? That's interesting. They was telling Tank to duck him. Who? Garcia, they was telling Tank. Are you talking to somebody in the chat? If Fury pulls out, yeah, Jack Ripper's on it. Yeah, man. Turkish Ali was like a fucking mob boss. Like, no, dude, you're not pulling out. You're gonna pay one way or the other. So if you guys think you're gonna hustle Turkey Ali, nay, he's gonna, big bang take little bang, homie. Those guys are billionaires. There's a difference between millionaires and billionaires. So boxing, B-Vol better be it. I'll break that down as we get closer, but that was announced by Turkey Ali. I was thinking the same thing because with the Ryan. Yeah, it's like, dude, Oscar De La Hoya made you. Oscar made you. Floyd is like a pimp, he's picking up your broken heart, He's like, little brother, you know what it is, man, Did Oscar, he do you wrong, little boy? Ryan's crying on his shoulder. It's kind of sick, It's a little sus, but I broke that down too, man. We broke that down too. I said it before. Garcia, that's when Virgil was fighting at 140 and Tank was at 135. Oh, when they were hammies? Ryan learned the hard way not to trust the grip. You know what, though? Here's the difference. Is like Ryan is rich. So it's not like he's working his way up. Ryan has never done shit in the sport of boxing. And he's made more money than like Teofimo already. And he's going to make even more money. So to me, it's like an ego thing. I mean, I guess he divorced his wife. He split from his baby mamas just after having a kid. He wants to run the street with Fraud. And then Fraud, ends up pulling the rug from under him. So Ryan, you know what I said, I've talked to people in chats. You know what's going to happen, Ryan? He's running with these Crips. He thinks they're his homeboys, they're hella cool with him. He's drinking lean, he's wearing cornrows, he's shooting dice, and he's banging them some big booties, and he's feeling himself. But you know what? And then when he loses again or he gets his ass whooped and then they're all gone, he's going to come back to us, the Mexican fan base, the Latino fan base, He's going to come back and be like, hey man, I miss y'all. I was just on the wrong path. And we've already dropped them. Brian is a disgrace to Golden Boy. But no, yes, to us, like boxing fans, we talk shit. But look, man, he has one more mega fight. If he fights Davina Hankey, he's going to make, buku bucks. Another 15 million, 20 million. And shit, who knows? He could beat Davina Hankey. So, Ryan, look, I know you guys might hate me, unfollow me, unsubscribe, but he's still the man. They're all chasing him. And it goes back to the Oscar De La Hoya Chavez effect, the Canelo effect. They need the Mexican fans. We're the biggest fan base in all of boxing. We're the ones who support the sport of boxing. So don't let them tell you that Ryan, he's still, he's still a Mexican American. He has 11 million fucking followers, and they're gonna buy his fights. So he's still the man. The Hangies, the Shakiras, Shakira's Twitter beefing with Ryan, saying that the only fight he's coming out of retirement for is Ryan Garcia. So that was kind of like a rant I was gonna go on. Sad to see Ryan. Look, he's fragile, bro. Ryan is rich already. So now he needs respect. What was the saying? What would you rather have? Love or respect? I'd rather respect. Because when you respect it, they fear you. And I think that's what Ryan's learning is like, I got the money, I got everything, but I don't have respect. And yeah, they're like, yeah, bro, you're good, you're this, you're that, and they're just playing that fool. He doesn't know who his base is. And that's one thing in all of life, bro. It don't matter what you do, you need to know who your base is. Now, I got a lot of haters, man. I know Rippers, the Guts and Glory, the Chitlins, y'all here, because we got a lot of haters. Our opinions, our boxing takes ain't respected. We get blocked, we get shunned. You know what I'm saying? But I think we really keep it real, keep it a buck. So Ryan, man, he'll be back. You'll see who's real, you know, real recognize real. And Ryan's real fake right now, right? He's always been kind of like a fakey, you know. He'll be retired by like 26. He said that a long time ago, bro. His goal, his end game is to get to Hollywood. And he's using boxing as that avenue. Ryan Garcia should be punished by Oscar. Yeah, Oscar already did. He said, "Yo, kid, I made you a lot of money." Like, and that's why he signed. If you notice, Oscar's the man. You know, I know people. I love Oscar De La Hoya. I know some of y'all know, but Oscar's the man, dude. Yeah, he's got pictures, but shit, man, he's rich. You know, he's the man. But that's why Oscar got Ramirez and Barbosa. See, Oscar's dude. He didn't build Golden Boy Promotions by being an idiot. There's been a lot of ex-boxers that tried, and Oscar's the only successful one. So he seen Ryan acting like a little hoe, running the streets. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get me some side bitches. I got Ramirez and Barbosa. So when your ass ready to step up, I got some real Mexicans for you. So now Ryan's like, he shook. Oscar don't play, homie. Ryan is still Mexican, but he stopped. Yeah. But you know what? That's an epidemic, bro. It's the culture. They call it the culture. But what happens? You get in trouble. You get ripped off. You know, you learn hard way, and you come back to your roots. That's why they call it the roots. You can cut the roots, but they grow back, homie. You never lose your roots. So he'll be back. Mark my words. And then if he wins, if Ryan beats fucking Davina Hankey or he beats Tio, we'll be back on his train. So, you know, it works both ways, man. But Ryan, he's still the name. He's still the man. He's what Oscar was at the time. I know what you're going to say, but Oscar won. He had championships. But in our day and age, that's not what it's about. You know, it's about Instagram followers. It's about social media. So he's really where it's at. Ryan would still destroy Stank. Yeah. Well, that's where the beef started. The beef started because, you know, Oscar didn't show up to the post-fight presser. But I think there was already tension. You know, I think Oscar was pissed that Ryan pushed for the fight with the clauses because Oscar was trying to tell him, no, bro, don't do it. And that's why I side with Oscar, because I feel like Oscar was trying to tell him to wait, be patient. You know, don't let these Crips exploit you. And Ryan, being the kid that he is, he didn't listen, got his ass whipped, and then he's pointing the finger. He's pointing the finger at Joe Goosen. He's like blaming everybody but himself. I'm done with Ryan till he earns my respect. I agree. But he's still the man, Pounds. Like it or not, these Crips, cucks, they're chasing him. Haney, Shakira, who else? Ramirez, Barbosa, they all need Ryan. You know what I mean? Like, they all need him. Salute, Task Force, CCD in the building. Yeah, exactly. Ramirez and Barbosa. They're, you know, I mean, they're good. I don't know if they're great. Ramirez is proven. Barbosa needs his shot. But they're chasing Ryan, bro. Chasing him. He's got some real hitters on his heels. Oscar has been soft on Ryan. He should have cut. But you know what? Oasis, Ryan made Oscar a lot of money too. I mean, I guess they said they Ryan reported like 30 million off that fight. He got like 20, Oscar got 6. So Ryan's the man as far as the money man goes. Like Oscar was in his day. Golden Boy is trying to sign Subrio. Where'd you hear that, Garcia? Oh, Garcia, you have a lot of info. Maybe you're an insider. Maybe you know more than the rest of us. Oh, I seen that, Garcia. Are you talking about who posted that from the CCD? CCD be coming with some funny ass shit. CCD News. They have pictures of Tio and Oscar like carrying golf bags, leaving the hotel. No, Oscar's been with. He was at Tio's fight in New York, like his first comeback fight against Pedro Campa. So You know, that's what he said he wanted for the Super Bowl weekend was this Ryan Garcia Teofimo fight. Man, y'all with the YouTube beef. I wouldn't be surprised he came out. He already has. He's like wearing a pink do-rag. Salute. Pounds, Chris Court. Salute Chris Court if you're here. Who's Chris Court here? If he's here. Donato should fight Carrington. Not, you know what? Guts and Glory. It looks like Bob is trying to set up a Ramirez Donato Lopez. He's gonna protect these. Carrington sucks. He's like a string bean that can't punch, so he's gonna be protected. Killer be killed. There was a fake killer be killed in here. CCD salute. I still think Oscar fishing picks were. No, it was real. Right? He admitted it. Wait, I thought Carrington got beat already. One of those cribs, Dula Mason, Shushu, one of them got beat already. So, yeah, but I think is Carrington on the TO card? I don't know. So we covered a lot, but we're winding down, guys. One of the things since you guys are here, Twitter beef. Got some Twitter beef. You know, people going back and forth, and what they're arguing is pay-per-views. Some writers. Oh yeah. It was Jai Tucker. Jai. How do you say that? Jida. Tiger. You might be. Okay, yeah. It was one of them, bro. You know who the most I want to see this Crip Keyshawn. Just something about him, bro. There's just something annoying. Like Shakira, like I don't like him. I think he sucks. But I had already said he sucked. I thought Keyshawn was a good fighter. You know, and I mean I already know he's overhyped. But I thought like he could be good. But then I don't know, there's just some like arrogance, undeserved arrogance. Jai Tucker. Jai. Okay, that's how you're saying it. My bad, I sound stupid. Ford won by robbery last 2 fights. Yeah. Dude, he's so lackluster. That's one thing about watching backfoot bitches is they're just lackluster. Like even the Ammo Williams fight, it was like lackluster. You know, it was just kind of like I was watching paint dry. And say what you want about Munguia, but to me, it was action-packed, man. It was an action fighter. I know Munguia gets bashed to hell and back, but man, he's exciting. Give me more Munguia. Yes, Impala. You guys are back. We're back. It's not me. It's you. I'm nothing without the chat. I'm nothing without the people. You know, you guys feel me, not the other way around. Oh shit, Tiger Johnson. Okay. One more. Is it on the prelims or is it on the main card? Crip Tucker. Wait, he fought again? No. What the hell? He's fighting on like in fucking other countries? You're lying. Yeah, man. You know it's their style. It's their like. Okay. Do you guys remember the Picasso fight? Do you guys remember that fight on the Munguia undercard? Does anybody? Somebody help me. You know, the Picasso fight was dull and dreary. It was heating up. I mean, he was getting pieced up, but you know, he busted his rib. Honestly, I think Carrington will set up against. Yeah, he'll feed on some like semi-retired wash fighter. Yeah, fought in the Davino Robesi undercard. Who are you talking about? Chilling. Yeah, no. But like he was like boxing, you know. He was boxing pretty good. He was like jabbing, slipping, moving, you know. But it was like lackluster. Now when we do it, it's like it's boring. It's a problem. But when they do it, you know, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, it's like, oh my god, he's so slick. He moves so well. He gets angles. You know, Tim Bradley and his Crip ass. Oh yeah, man. Every time some Crip lands a jab. Is Tim... Wait. Oh, I got a good one for y'all. Do y'all remember when fucking Teo... You know, Teo got Crit Bradley kicked off the last telecast. I don't know if you remember, but you know, Tim Bradley was like cooking Tio, talking hella shit, you know. So this is when Tio, you know, talking that ish. You know, let's hear what Tio had to say about that when Tim Bradley was.
This is my last fight on ESPN.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black.
Well, there you go, Tio. You know, Tio was cooking, but you know, if you guys remember, it was kind of a beef because Tio had got Tim Bradley removed from the telecast. Y'all remember that? And again, guys, hop on. Don't be afraid, man. This is you know, I need to, you know, I don't need, but you know, it helps. You know, if somebody wants to cook. Jaime was bullying Ryder. Yeah, he beat his brakes off, but was that more Canelo softening him? Wow, Garcia. Okay, that's a bold statement. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a mega! That's pay-per-view for me. But I mean, look, man, we gotta give Diego some time. You know, one of the things that we cook about is that you know, like the homies used to say, is like, you know, we noticed the Crips and Cuts, they won't fight each other. But they want the Mexicans to fight each other and take each other out. So it's like, nah, man, like with David and Canelo, let's let them, you know, go on a, you know, beat some brothers up, and then later on they could fight. You know, they want us to take each other out, you know, while they sit and cherry pick. You feel me? But Garcia, Tio's a cucky sign, but come on, explain that. I'm interested to hear that. But yeah, his dad was on here saying, the black fighters are the best. Nobody can beat them. That sounds like more like Bobby. Dave was giving, really? Where'd you see that at? Damn, Garcia, are you on the inside, man? You seem to know a lot, or you know more than me. Garcia be everywhere. No lie. But yeah, Tio got Tim Bradley off the telecast. So I'm wondering if Tim Bradley is not going to be on this telecast. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, when the whole black fighter thing came out, that's what he was saying. Is like, he was talking to Ward, because that's when Ward was there and Bradley, and they were giving Tio the business. He's like, nah, bro. Like, you know, they don't fuck with us. And by him, he means light-skinned brothers, you know? So it'll be interesting to see if Tim Bradley's not there. And that guy's so bitter. I mean, he's really going. He's the one that's like pushing for Crawford and Canelo right now. He really wants. He's the one like really leading the charge, saying that Crawford can beat Canelo. Yeah, Pacheco is not your average Mexicano. You know, he's a big ass dude, man, and he fights in LA. Might have to take a trip there and see him. Jared Crybaby Anderson will lose to any top Euro. Yeah. That crybaby bitch. And he's already talking like he doesn't want to fight, just wants to fight a couple years. And I mean, dude, he got rocked against, what was it, Martin? The last time he fought? Or no, he got rocked against Martin, and then he fought some Eurobun trash can who gave up, and I'm not impressed. I have no problem with defensive fighting, or at least defensive counterpunching, but screw balance, people telling me that I just don't know boxing. Yeah. I mean, that's the crazy thing. It's like, you know, everybody in the stadium is booing. Everybody's booing. But you want to sit and tell me that I don't know what I'm watching. Like, it'd be like going, you know what it'd be like? It'd be like going to a basketball game and watching bricks all night. I mean, you have two scrub teams. Right? You have some little midgets playing basketball, and they can't make a shot. That's the sport of boxing when you got guys like Shakira Stevenson fighting, like throwing bricks. You know, they're just clanking, clank, clank, clank. There's no action. Like the coaches are bored, the ref is bored. everybody's just like bored and just want to go home. Like people were literally getting up and leaving. I mean, what's going on? What's going on, guys? So why is this guy saying these things? Larry Liston, the OG of OGs, the real OG, triple OG. Salute Frank. Style-wise, Jermaine and Tio are very similar. Both like guys who sort of fight in sports at times and use bait and switch. But Tio, yeah, Larry Liston, man, this guy knows boxing, bro. He's pretty spot on with this. Yeah, it's a tough fight, and if what you're saying is correct, here's the thing: Jermaine holds the physical attributes, as far as like size and strength. Tio, his game is quickness and athleticism. You know what I'm saying? But they do fight in that kind of poking, prodding way. I wouldn't really call it slick American style because Tio can come forward, but his game is more counterpunching, waiting, being more athletic. Like Tio's a phenomenal athlete, right? That's why he does the old backflip thing. Like I think if Teofimo were to fight Tim Bradley, because they both were like similar weight classes, 135, 140, 147. Tio would kick Tim Bradley's big head ass up. Like Tim was just more like a grinder. He headbutted you, elbowed you. He lost to Pacquiao. That was a rivalry. So his biggest win, is really Juan Manuel Marquez. When Marquez was like moving up, what was that, 140, 147 already? Marquez's best fights were at 126. And then he almost got killed against Ruslan Prodnikov. He was a beast at the time. I believe Tio. Okay, Larry, leave your prediction in the main comments because I want to try to keep track of everybody. I believe Teofimo win a close but clear unanimous decision, 8-4, 7-5. Jermaine throws more straight punches and more experience at the world level. But Jermaine has a hunger and Tio's. You know what? Larry, man, you're really breaking the shit down. But Tio tends to fight to the level of his competition. He fights great against great fighters. Lomachenko, Josh Taylor. Nobody has better wins in boxing right now that I can think of, except Canelo Alvarez, right? But as far as Tio's contemporaries, the Stankies, the Hankies, the Shakiras, the Ryans, who has better wins than Teofimo? So how is it that one guy, he can look great against Josh Taylor, who's the bigger guy? He was the bigger guy, stronger guy, proven. And Tio was phenomenal, right? I mean, he was showboating. He was hitting them from like Superman punches. he was styling on him, right? He beats Vasily Lomachenko, in a grueling tough fight. But then he looks like he struggles against Sandor and loses to Cambozo. I mean, this guy he's a walking contradiction. That's what I'm saying. Like Jermaine is that guy he could struggle with if he's not coming to fight. Tio is going to have to fight because Jermaine Ortiz pushed Lomachenko. But Jermaine, Loma's a small guy. And Tio's relatively small. So the size is going to matter. Pause. Thoughts on Gary Antoine for the PBC? Yeah, Gary Antoine. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know because we haven't heard anything. Prodnikov, yeah. Tim Bradley got fucked up, which I like to watch now. Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. So, but Jermaine is not as stiff, but yeah, he's not great. These movers, I think this fight will be close. Yeah, definitely. This is not an easy fight. Larry, when Tio is in his element, he's like Neo until he hard fight. Tio keeps getting better fight from night off. Yeah. Okay, Larry. Let me break it. Let me ask you, Larry, and the chat. Can Tio beat Crawford? Is that a fight that we will want to see? How about this? What do we think of Teofimo Lopez versus Bud Crawford? Matador, yeah, Jermaine gonna be studying Sandor fight. Yeah, but Sandor can really move. Like he gives a lot of people a tough fight. Jermaine doesn't really, he's not as quick, I guess. He's a bigger guy, but he does fight like backfoot bitching. And look, Jermaine, he was giving Loma problems, but he faded. So that's what I see. I see Teo piecing him up. He fades late. And then, you know, here's the thing, like Teo, it's going to depend. I think his dad will, you know, have his ear to the streets. And if it's close, he'll tell Teo to push it and knock him out. And if he's winning, then he'll just coast. That's my prediction. Teo by 116, 112. Teo can beat Loma on Tuesday and lose tomorrow. Yeah, see, Racist gets it. He's that type of guy. Like, I think Teo would have beat Subrio. That'd been a banger. You know, because he'll rise to the occasion because he's so fucking dangerous. He's not going to play games in camp. He's not going to be, you know, a clown like he's so cringe, bro. Teofimo can beat good fighters at 147. He will beat Barrios. Yeah. No, I don't know. Stanios is a big, tough SOB, bro. Booty Anus don't want that smoke. Thurman, maybe now. You don't think he'll beat Bud? Yeah. Boots Ennis is, I mean, that dude's a fucking middleweight. So that's a tough fight for anybody. Unfortunately, Teo will struggle to close distance range with Crawford. Crawford will revert to outside range, hit and run tactics and slips. Yeah. I mean, it's like athleticism for athleticism, right? The only chance that Teo has is that Crawford gets old overnight. You know, Crawford will be chasing him. Dang, you guys are really cooking tonight, man. You guys got some real, this is what I want, man. Real boxing heads, man. You know, y'all really impressing me, man. Shit. Teo will lose to Bud and Boots because their styles are similar to his and they are a lot bigger and longer reach. Yeah, I mean, that's the safe bet, right? I mean, you pretty much summed it up. Only Canelo beats Crawford. I don't know. Pounce. I hear what you're saying, but I think Tim Tszyu would give Crawford that work. I mean, I know people will say Tim Tszyu is a slow-footed white boy, but I think he puts a beating on Crawford, and that's why he's not taking a fight, and he's going to take a beating against Canelo, but it's like for way more money. So, you know. I know a lot of guys hate Boots because he's with PBC, but he's the one Black American fighter. Yeah, you know, Larry? A lot of people are. But it's like he's not fighting. These guys don't fight. You know, I got my homies here. You know, and I think he had kind of something to say about that. Where's he at? All right.
They're all a bunch of pussies. They fight once a year, and then they go on 2-year vacations. They're all a bunch of pussies. They fight once a year, and then they go on 2-year vacations. They're all a bunch of pussies. They fight once a year, and then they go on 2-year vacations.
There you go, man. They don't fight, these guys. They just sit on the sidelines. Larry. I see Tim Tszyu or Golovkin. Okay, he doesn't have the same power, but shares a lot of the same dimensions that come in the ring. Yeah, he fights in a real calculated manner. And his dad fought a lot of the same way. You know, Costa Tszyu, he had that like kind of arm out in a very like sharp shooting manner. Like he's not a fucking Gotti type. He's not a brawler type. He's very measured. Goes with the body, puts combinations. You know, but the only thing is he starts slow. Is one thing I noticed. Boots for Tszyu in the future. That's a good pay-per-view fight. Oh man, that's a banger. But I don't know, man. We gotta see Boots. You know, the fight that should have happened is Teron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford. But this is where we come to my channel. This is what we say. Those motherfuckers don't fight each other. They ain't gonna fight. They duck each other. I don't give a fuck. I like Crawford, but the way Tim fights will give him Crawford problems, and Crawford isn't as fast. Yeah. My Bud Crawford didn't want that smoke, and I'm gonna die in the hill. Why would you go up? You know, because he had, you know, and that's the thing. He had challenged Jermell Charlo, and that's who he was supposed to fight. But then Jermell gets in trouble. He looks terrible. You know, so now that fight's not going to happen. But if you were going to fight Jermell, why not fight Tim? You were already going to do it. You're going to move to 164 to fight Earl Spence, to fight Jermell. Again, African American fighters, they fight each other, and then somehow, some way, it all goes up in smoke. They don't fight each other, bro. Right? If you want to fight Jamel, you should have fought Tim. That would have been a pay-per-view. I'd have been here for it. I'd have bought that shit because I want to see that, you know, Timmy Zoo whoop his ass. But pounds. That's a banger. I don't think Virgil's ready, Pounds. Agree or disagree? Virgil needs a couple more fights. Now, his last fight, he said he was ready. But Oscar kind of, you know, put water on the fire and said, no, Virgil, maybe towards the end of the year. But man, that's an instant classic, bro. That reminds me of some like Kelly Pavlik or Jermaine Taylor shit. Somebody's going to sleep. You can count on that. But I'm going to wrap it up, guys, in a little bit. If there's anything you guys want to get in before we head out of here, I'd appreciate it. Gotta like, comment, subscribe, bro, so we can keep doing more. But a Crawford Blaney duck boot. Yeah. You know, and that bitch, he gives up the belt and then he cries. Why they stripped me? These guys, man. It's just insane. Don Robocrip in late in the building, man. It's all good. You was probably handling business, right? No doubt. He ain't saying something we don't know. Who? Matador, my bad. I'm late to the party. Nah, I'm not out yet, man. I'll give you guys like 5 more minutes. I just want to finish up the chat. If you guys have something you guys want to get in or get out, you know, we could cook. For me, That's Facts was after the fight came out with a lame article where Shakuchi. Who's Shakuchi? Hey, Larry, who's Shakuchi? And then was telling a story how Bud don't have to fight. Oh my God, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that shit's hella funny. Shakuchi. As blatant as duck as you ever see him. Yeah. He gives up the belt. Oh, that shit's hella funny. I'ma steal that. Man. If you don't mind. Yeah. Crawford, but see, I don't mind him ducking, but don't cry about it. Don't fucking cry and try to lie to the public. Olaf, salute. The real one. Olaf be banging in the chat, bro. He's a real banger. He be banging on these fools. Hey, you cooked out. I'm sorry you had to be a victim, Olaf, to Albizi. But you know, you're a soldier, man. We salute the real ones. John, do you predict we'll pull an Andre? You know, that's a good question. But Crawford, like he's waiting for Canelo. He's not gonna fight until, so he could be out another year. You know what I'm saying? He could be out another year. He's just gonna sit and wait for Canelo. So he's already retired as far as I'm concerned. That's how they move, bro. That's what we're here for, bro. We break it down. You know, Crawford only fights handicap. Damn. Facts. Virgil versus Tim will be another. Yeah. You know what though? Virgil's with Golden Boy, Tim's with PBC. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen. But look, Pounds, let's give Virgil some time, okay? I'd rather him fuck up Boots Ennis, and who knows if that'll happen. You know, so we gotta give him some time. Yeah, Garcia. Virgil, I'm betting my money on Virgil. You know, it's just unfortunate what happens, so we gotta wait. No, he's big as fuck, dude. Virgil's huge, bro. He's a big mother effer. You think so? Okay, I'm riding with you, man, but shit, that's a tough one, man. But man, you can take all my money. I'm up for it. What up, J-Rocks? Man, you guys are coming in late, man. Y'all, you know, y'all trying to keep me here. Shit, I appreciate it though, man. Thanks for everybody dropping by. And look, I'll stay if somebody wants to jump on. I'll stay if anybody wants to jump on. But man, I've been here 2 hours already, so I don't mind. It's just I gotta fucking eat and get another beer. You know, handle my business. But if somebody wants to jump on, I can stay and you guys can cook, you know. But thank you, J-Rock. Yeah. Salute, man. It's all good, man. As long as you guys can come in, like, subscribe. I gotta tell you, I gotta like, subscribe. Oh, pounds. That's why I love y'all, man. Y'all really fuck with it. Dude, let's make that happen. Man, that shit would be such a beautiful ass whooping. Because you know what? Ramos was supposed to be next. And then you know what happened with Ramos? His punk ass said, fuck Canelo. So fuck Ramos, right? You know what I'm talking about. Salute Hawker. You know what I'm saying? To the Hawk. Yeah, Ramos gave it away though, bro. He started back foot bitching. He let his shit off the tank. Dude, and fuck him. He's with PBC. When you're with PBC, you're with these Crips, they're gonna fuck you in the end. You know, we seen it with fucking any Latino fighter. Leo, Rolly, Ramos, Arroyo got robbed. Bro, how many times do you have to see your shit, your brethren, right? That's what we call the brethren. Your brothers get robbed, and then you think it's gonna be different with these Crips. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to Oscar, go to Eddie. Now Eddie's kind of Crip centric, but but Eddie's about the butt. You feel me? So Devon, I don't give a fuck, man. If you come in peace, whatever, but you kind of lame. But it is what it is. I think we know him from other places. Everybody, yeah, salute. Yeah. We got the real ones back. I dropped the link, guys. If you guys want to keep going, we can go on, but somebody can hop on. Who you got, Rolly versus Cruz? Do you think Rolly's too big? Yeah. Dude, you see the size difference? He's like a big ass motherfucker, dude. Huge ass. I mean, pause. But yeah, Rolly towers, dude. He's like two fucking two places higher. Oh yeah, I think that's right. Garcia, man, you are hip to the YouTube streets, huh? Foca, you can hop on, man, but I don't want to hear your freaking tirades. You're insane. No, we know, yes. Devon, we already know. It's out. Yeah, Pounds. See, Pounds is on it. Pounds knows what's up. His boxing game. I got jungle fever. You got jungle fever. Hey, guys. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. If somebody want to hop on, you got to hop on. Or, Frank Bay got to come back another day. But give me some ideas, some topics. This is Super Bowl fight week, so it's a big time for boxing. What are the rumor around? We had Usyk Fury falling through, so the only fight is Teo and Ortiz. Nah, man, Foca, he wants to go on his little, youth N-word youth tirades, No, everybody knows who Foca is. He's a regular on BDA. No, he used to be. Dang, your Foca is hella famous in the YouTube streets, huh? Hey, man, you guys can hop on, man. Somebody needs to hop on. If you guys want me to stay for a little bit longer, I need a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, Frank Bay has to go got a refill, man. Refill. So we covered Teo. Leave the predictions in the main chat so everybody could keep track of everybody. Canelo Crawford, looks like we're all up for it. See this legendary Crip get destroyed. We got Conor Benn. Everybody calling Conor Benn out. We got Davina Hankey, Stank Davis calling Conor Benn out. But I'm up for it, man. Let's I think Conor Benn is Ricky Hatton 2.0. You know what I mean? And somebody's gonna sleep him. But shit, he could knock out Davina Hankey or fucking Stank Davis. Yeah, man. It's really raining, Mark. You feel me? Nah, I'm just playing, man. Then we got the Shakira Stevenson retirement. Fake. What's up with these guys, man? They get on here, and here's the thing, and here's what I was talking about. If you go watch one of my lives with the Ryan Garcia when he was fighting Duarte, I said, "Hey man, everybody's gonna be calling Ryan out. You feel me?" And now Shakira's Twitter saying, "I'm retired, but I'll come out for a big fight." What kind of shit is that, bro? Like, everybody wants Ryan. Now Davina Hanke is talking about Conor Ben. So, you know, man, this is the boxing game. You know, you gotta love it or hate it. You know, you really gotta love it, man. You really gotta love it because it's such bullshit. Now we got this guy, Teofimo. And I gotta pause real quick if you guys want to hang tight. But let's see what Teofimo has. Let's actually just watch this.
Right here. What do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now? Say now. Hey, what do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now?
Barbosa está. Take on the fight or not?
That's why you want it, bro.
Qué pedo.
Hey, Teo, don't be hiding back there. Come over here.
Why are you talking for your fighter?
He's over there scared. Look at him. He's over there scared.
Walking to the fucking
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared. That's right. He's scared. That's why he's putting out 4 contracts. Putting out all the contracts.
Bye, Lopez. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Right here. What do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now? Say now. Hey, what do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now?
Barbosa está. Take on the fight or not?
That's why you want it, bro.
Qué pedo.
There you go. So, anybody want to hop on, man? So, Arnold Barbosa's chasing that fight. You know, he had to leave Top Rank and go to Golden Boy. And shit, man. But, you know, that's a good move, man. You know, maybe that's what Oscar and Oscar and Tio are hanging out. So, you know, that's a possible fight. Barbosa and Teofimo. Teofimo versus Devin Haney. Yeah. So what you guys said. Teofimo said, if I had fought him in right then, yeah, I mean, they're not gonna fight, bro. They're smart. I don't think, you know, if you watch it closely, it was Tio's dad. It's always his dad. Like, damn, bro, why are you about to get your son in trouble? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not a big money fight. You know, these guys up for the bag. I'm gonna just play the first part and then I'll stop it.
Right here. What do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now? Say now. Hey, what do you gotta say now?
See, that was Tio's dad causing the ruckus. Like, Barbosa was just pulling up on some cool shit. Like, what's up, bro? Like, stepping to him. You know, when Tio's dad Tio's dad, yeah, J-Rocks, he came in like, man, that shit is hella funny, though. It's just...
Right here. What do you gotta say now? What do you gotta say now? Say now. Hey, what do you gotta say now?
Hey, he did that with hella security, though. Yeah. Hey, Barbosa looks a lot bigger. Tio, honestly, it sounds like some punk shit to say he looks shook. But like, yeah, like Teal, he didn't look right. Like if your dad came through and it looked like some beef, like you gonna step right? Like what's up, fool? Like I'm with my peoples. Like don't be walking up on me. Yeah, Teal's dad, but he did it around security. See, that's the thing, because people have seen Teal's dad. And he's hella cool, but he has some big ass security with him. So he was just like that dude, huh? One more time, but I want y'all to see how much bigger that Barbosa is.
Right here. What do you guys say now? What do you guys say now? What do you say now? Hey, what do you say now? What do you say now? What do you say now?
Barbosa está! Take on the fight or no?
Yeah, see, Tio had the toothpick. He's trying to act cool, but like, come on, bro. Like his dad was like stepping up. His dad looked like he wanted beef. He didn't want beef, bro. He was like, security right there. Teofimo not scared to fight me. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it really amounts to is the money talk. But here's the thing though. If it really is the money talk, why did he should have fought Ryan Garcia? Tio could have fought Ryan. Oscar was trying to make that fight, supposedly. So remember that one time Jacobs put up, yeah. Did they call themselves lions? Those guys are always beefing. Like, didn't Charcoal's wife or someone get jumped or beat up? I mean, those guys, Caleb Plant slapped the shit out of them. And those guys, they claim to be lions and they got big ass steroid heads. And then they're always getting like punked. It's like, look, man, I don't think you need to be a boxer and start beef because like, it's the stupidest thing, right? Because you settle in the ring. But like, if you're gonna step, bro, you should step and really step to somebody. Don't make it like a fucking for YouTube likes and shit. Charlo, yeah, because Jacobs looked like he wasn't playing. I mean, it's a difference, man. I mean, fighters walk up to each other. They know it's business. They know, hey, we're not gonna fight. But like, you get the crowd going, and people get excited. But sometimes it's real beef. Ryan ain't beating Tio Williams. I get right. Okay, call me stupid. Call me crazy. Ryan, look, man, I believe in Ryan. He's got the size, speed, talent. It's just his mind, he's not dedicated. But I guess that's like 90%, right? What is the saying? Is 10% physical, 90% mental, right? Which is most of life. Daniel James got lit. Yeah. that was a now William Zepeda, that's the name. So with Shakira, supposedly Shakira retired, right? So Oscar said, hey, well, if you retire, vacate that belt. Because William Zepeda, he'll go for that fight. But, fake news. Shakira's not retiring. But what he's saying is like, I'll come out of retirement for a Ryan Garcia fight. Which, I mean, man, this is the state of boxing, bro. These guys, they're on social media. I mean, and I am too, and they just it's all Twitter beef, man. So, on that note, guys, nobody's hopping on. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you 1,000. One last comment. Ryan, the biggest fight all I say for doing this. Okay. Yeah, but you know what, man? Ryan's he's the money man. I'm gonna keep saying it. They all need him. We talk about these Crips and Cuts, but they need Ryan Garcia just like they need Canelo Alvarez. And that's just the truth. Love or hate Ryan, he's the money man. He brings the most money. They're going to make the most money fighting and beating Ryan Garcia unless he steps up. Seems like people got more interested than ever before, or maybe society makes it look. It's just social media, bro. Like most people on the inside, to me, are cool, calm people. Like I always give people the benefit of the doubt, but social media is just like, right, you're at school when people are around, you're gonna act tougher than you really are. And yeah, that's Ryan Garcia. But here's the thing though, Ryan's rich already. Ryan is the richest boxer aside from Canelo Alvarez, and what, maybe Tank Davis has much money. So he's already accomplished what you want to do, right? Is become rich, like what David Benavidez is trying to do, with what all these guys are trying to do is get rich. Which I commend them, but at the same time, man, you gotta get the people what they want. We don't want these like kind of subpar fights. Like these guys, the Ryan, Teo, Tank Davis, Shakira, Hanky, they're all going around saying the best, and we get on and argue. But it's kind of stupid because they're not fighting each other. So, Franks, yeah, I mean he's about as Christian as the guy down the street, like on Sundays, right? That's the same. I don't know, man. I try not to look at it like that, Larry, but I feel what you're saying. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, you know what, man? I'm never going to say somebody's fake something as far as their beliefs. But, like, you can't serve two masters. That's all I'll say. But look, guys, it's been real. It's been long. Frank Bay's got to go chow down. But, look, man, I'm on Discord. Follow me on Discord. Hit the like, subscribe, share it. We're putting out videos, breaking it down later. And yeah, man, thanks for dropping by. I'll be sending out alerts for our next segment. Maybe as we get closer to Teo fight week, we could do something before the fight or after. I know some people go live for the fight. We can watch it together. I know we kind of follow the same people. Maybe we could hop on their live. But yeah, man, it's all about support, man. We support our side of boxing, no back foot bitching. Fuck the other side. Fuck what they're talking about. We just want to see good fights, man. But Teo, man, he's super cringe, bro. If you guys watched I watched the ESPN preview show. Super cringy, Teo. But let me just leave you guys with this, man. But thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next one.
This is my last fight on ESPN. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. Everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light.
All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Like, subscribe. We'll do it again soon. And yes, the return, man. It's the return. Thank you for everybody. Evan, Larry, Impala, Garcia. Need to get my shots out. Who did I miss? SCC, CCD, Matador, Mark. Shit, man. Everybody, man. Thank you. And let me drop how we get out of here.
What are you talking about? Huh?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, What are you talking about? Huh?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment, What are you talking about? Huh?
What did you make of his comments, the Mexican thing? I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, like, well, I'm a flat-footed Mexican fighter. Look, if you're calling me a Mexican fighter, I find that as a compliment,